Bonjour. As you noticed on my thumbnail, I'm going to be talking about Louis Vuitton experience in Paris. So, it's a story of a Japanese girl who wanted to go to Paris since she was a little. She was so interested in fashion, and her mother worked as a boutique manager in high-end boutique in Japan. So when she grew up, she was just so fascinated with the fashion world. In her room, there are so many collages of fashion models and some other cosmetics and beauty images. You can tell that as a little girl, cutting out all the images from the magazines and pasted on the wall. So today, I wanted to share the story when I was able to go to Paris, finally. So I am from Japan, and I was born in Japan, but I live in the United States. My friend who lives in Japan, we met in Paris. So she flew from Japan to Paris. Then I flew from here, United States, to Paris to meet each other, since we haven't met like almost, I had to say 15 years or so. So that was exciting. I've never done that before, meeting in a foreign country or flying all by myself to the foreign country. So this was very exciting. I put the fireplace for you so you won't be bored. Today I wanted to tell you, probably you researched a lot. Is it inexpensive to purchase Louis Vuitton purses there or here? So I wanted to show you some details. And the story goes, so both of us, my friend and I, actually were shopping in Paris. Actually, no, we were walking around the Paris, then we got lost. And then, you hear so much about lining up in front of the store, in the Maison Louis Vuitton store. So I wasn't even thinking about going to the store actually. But because we got so lost, and by the time we walked up to this street, which is Champs-Élysées, the famous shopping avenue in Paris, I was so surprised. So I'm going to put the thumbnail that actually the huge building, beautiful building of Maison Louis Vuitton store on avenue of Champs-Élysées. So you can see how beautiful it is. So anyway, so we got lost, and it was closer to 7 o'clock or something, like an hour before their closing time, which is about 8 o'clock then, which is actually was 2018. And then, so there aren't too many people, they wanted too many people lining up in front of the store. So my friend asked, person who was helping them, and we only had to wait like 15 minutes or so, which is incredible. 15 minutes to go to the Maison Louis Vuitton store in Paris is incredible. Usually I heard that an hour or 2 hours waiting line. So anyway, two of us were able to go. So first, sales assistant asked me, because even though I'm a blonde, I look Asian, so she asked me if I needed to have somebody who can speak Japanese or English. So since I live in US for a long time, I just asked English, please. So we are actually asked to go up to the second floor, which is beautiful and less crowded. And this person, she's a French sales assistant person who spoke fluent English because she said that she studied English in London. So, you know, I was able to talk to her, and I wanted to show you. So here's, let's see. So here's the envelope. I'm sure I can show you my receipt a little bit. And I'm hoping that I can see the person who assisted me. I think her name is Valerie. But, so what I purchased was Louis Vuitton Speedy Bandoulière 25 in Damier Ebene. So it's a Speedy Bandoulière 25 in graphic Damier Ebene. So I wasn't sure if they have one. In fact, I wasn't even thinking about purchasing anything there. But I remember that my aunt who passed away, before she passed away, she gave me a gift. So I wanted to use that money to, you know, remember her life. She loved the fashion as well. My mother also loved the first fashion. So I thought, you know, this is the time to just to, you know, get what I really wanted to have instead of just the smaller things. So I asked them, and first they said, no, they don't have one. So I waited. Some of the clients are checking out, you know, so because it's an hour before closing time. So everybody's in a hurry, wanted to purchase because the purpose to be there is probably like a purchasing and them right away. So first I didn't have my dream purse. You might be laughing, but yeah, my dream purse. And so somebody else brought me something else, but I wasn't sure if I really wanted to spend anything that I really don't care for, you know. So yeah. So anyway, I wanted to tell you how much I paid, because most people try to, you know, save money and work very hard. So I researched so much before I went to Paris, but I never knew that I was able to have an opportunity to step into the Maison, that's main boutique for Louis Vuitton. So anyway, I have a receipt right now, so I'm gonna be telling you. So the Speedy, I don't know, let me see if I can show it to you. So if you can see it. So don't worry, it's not really closer to the fire. So this is what I purchased. So this is 2018 when I went to Paris. So this part is tarnished. I'm sure this padlock, it's got a little bit of bronze or something. So I'm gonna also try to make a video. Maybe I'll show you how to clean that as well. Because I used to work at the jewelry store, so there's a special cloth that you'll be able to polish this metal. It's just oxidated with, you know, the air, the oxidation. So that's what's happening. So far, all the other one, it looks shiny. So if you're wondering about going to Paris, or if, you know, or if you're waiting until you get to Europe to purchase it, I have to say it is quite a memory. And the sales assistant in Paris was amazing. Actually, I went to places, and she actually wanted to talk about French Revolution. They love to talk about that. Who doesn't want to talk about freedom, right? So actually, she probably spent talking like 30 minutes talking about French Revolution, because I kind of missed out the history a little bit, because I love art history. When I went to college, I took art history, and so I love oil painting. That was my major. In drawing, metalsmithing. So any metalsmithing means like making jewelries, casting gold, silver. So all these hardware kind of sparks my joy. So look at that hardware. So maybe if you're not interested in Louis Vuitton, purse, maybe you can just listen to my experience shopping at Paris. So let me see. I'm checking my receipt. So when I purchased it, that was May 7th, 2018, and it was about 8 o'clock or something. So I wasn't able to get a stamp, and let's see. So in euro, it was, let's see if I can see. Oh, it was 1,020 euro. Okay, 1,020 euro, because with the tax. So actually, it was 850 euro. So 850 euro for the purse, and with the tax, which is 170, in total was $1,020 with the tax. So let's see. At that time, the exchange rate was, let's see, the US dollar was 1,200. No, it was like, exchange rate was $1.2072. So US dollar is $1,234.34. So once again, in euro, it was 850 euro plus TVA tax 170, and then the total was 1,020 euro. In US dollars, it's $1,231.34 with a tax. So I'll show you. Actually, they'll give you discount, which is not like, I shouldn't say discount. So here's a form that they'll give you. If you have a passport, you have to fill out the form with a passport number. Then, I don't know if you can see that, how to get your tax refund. So before you leave Paris, which is important because I actually missed it. So before you actually go into the airport, because I thought that was inside of the airport, there's a tax refund kiosk. But when I went into the airport, nobody knew what I was talking about. So I think it's outside airport. Before you go in, there's a kiosk to actually get a refund, whether it's going back to the credit card or cash. So I can tell you more about it, but today I just wanted to show you. So this is the envelope. You're supposed to put it there, global blue, and you're supposed to either mail it or show it at the kiosk. Once again, I wasn't able to find a kiosk, so I couldn't really get a refund. And let's see, it's supposed to be like this. Like, I don't know if you can see that. It's a little kiosk, if you can see. But I couldn't get any refund. So that's okay, you know. I just rather feel like wanted to have the experience of peace rather than just getting frustrated, because I didn't want to, you know, keep that memory attached with regrets and stuff like that. So I just, you know, try to forget about it. But anyway, if you're thinking about getting a bigger purchase, I would totally recommend if you have a chance to go to Europe, get it from there. And then before you leave, you know, just to make sure that you get to know about where the kiosk is, because when I went to Paris, I actually had a private, like a chauffeur person, and he took all the what do you call luggage into the airport, so I didn't have a chance to look around anything, so I missed the chance. So make sure to find a kiosk to get the tax refund, because if you don't live in France or the Paris, the city, you don't have to pay. But, you know, in that store, you are supposed to pay for it in advance, then you get the refund later. So make sure you do that. That's what I would tell to my friends. So I made this video. I hope you are relaxing, and if you're thinking about, you know, purchasing some major purses or something, just to wait until going to Europe. So let's see, I can show you what kind of box I received. It's the same as like in US, you know. So here's the box. Oops. Like that. Then, let me see. It's a magnetic box. So let me see. So it's a magnetic box, and it opens like this. Yes. Okay. Oh, it's beautiful. So I wanted to also show you, this is Japanese magazine about Paris. This says Champs-Élysées Avenue. So I was walking around with my friend. Let me see if you can read that one. And there's a map. So it is nice to have a magazine like this. So Japanese magazine looks like this. This one says Paris. That was 2018, brand new magazine. My friend from Japan brought, so that we'll be able to go to places. So we usually read, so you know, American magazine is like this, right? So this is the back side of the magazine. The Japanese one always goes this way. So there's actually, you can put it in a download the app. But I have a T-Mobile, and you know, when I was in Japan, I was able to use T-Mobile in Japan, but in Paris, I wasn't able to use that. So anyway, so I was able to go, but today I try to focus on Louis Vuitton shopping experience. So if you're thinking about it, I can at least tell you about a little bit about the description of Speedy. Okay. Let me see. Yeah, Speedy. I learned how to pronounce it is Bandoulière 25 in graphic Damier Ebene. And I got instruction, or actually I should say description from website. It says the canvas is ideal city bag for everyday and originally created for travelers in the 1930s. The name refers to the era's rapid transit. Every feature of the Speedy's design is iconic, from its unmistakable shape to the rolled leather handles, engraved padlock, and detachable strap. So, Bandoulière is a detachable strap. So detailed features, it says 9.8 inches, 7.5 inches, and 5.9 inches. So that's like 9.7 inches in length, 7.5 inches in height, 5.9 inches in width. Okay? So currently, which is January 2021, the price was increased to 1,650 US dollars, which is, I think it used to be almost like a 1,350. So it's already like, if I'm not mistaken, it's like almost $300 more than last year. So the details, the features, it says Damier Ebene. It's a coated canvas and with a smooth cowhide leather trim. And there's a texture lining with gold color hardware. I'm not sure what kind of hardware, but I kind of imagine that there's sort of either bronze or something in it. It's a mixture metal. And I'll try to make a video how to clean that. And there's a double zip padlock. There's an inside flap pocket. And the strap is removable and adjustable. I'll show you. So, it's actually, you know what? What I'm gonna do is, with a better lighting, I can create video for you some other time, all right? So I can do like a 2-year review for you. But today I'll try to keep it shorter and just telling the story, how wonderful the trip was. You can see more beautiful pictures of Paris in my Instagram account, which is Komono Joy. It's Komono Joy, Joy, Komono Joy, on my Instagram account. And you see lots of beautiful pictures from Paris, and you'll be able to enjoy, where to go and stuff like that. So hopefully that someday soon we'll be able to go. I love to go back again, and I researched so much about France because I love France so much that since I was little, I even went to French immersion school in Tokyo. I didn't know what to do with it, but I studied English and French. So bonjour, everybody, and not knowing what to do with it, but I had a passion to be able to somehow connect with French culture. So I worked at the French cafe when I was younger, and anyway, so my experience was wonderful, because you hear so much about people in Paris, whether they are kind or rude. I have to say they are very, very friendly, So even like when I was eating at the pasta place, it was very, I think what we have to know is that they have an integrity, it's not a temporary job. Just like in Japan, people who work at either cafe or sushi restaurant, they do this with a pride. So it's not like in US, sometimes the high school kids get to be working, but it's not like that, And in Japan or France, they are very proud to be doing what they do. So I sensed that right away. So, I wanted to make sure I'm going to say merci beaucoup, which is thank you. Just do everything every time they serve, I just said merci beaucoup. And they just smile, And then I even went to local crafted beer garden or, bar. And actually, people who work there from different country. I think they're from like Sweden or something, so the English was awesome. Anyway, so I had crafted a beer, and on the wall there are so many crafted beers, and I'm not a beer drinker. I like to have a wine, but anyway, I was just so amazed that the beer was awesome. And if you drink wine, I wanted to say this because this was, again, I was so surprised because I thought French people love to have a red wine, but it was the summertime. So I have to say, best time to go to Paris is July. In fact, I got there July 4th. So next time when I can go to Paris, I want to go there on the same day, which is 4th of July. And then I remember it was so hot, and they don't use ice in the water. So what happened is I discovered so many younger people, after their working hours, like after 5, they get together. But what I noticed is they don't look at the phones at all. They are totally engaged, talking to people face to face. Eye contact is important, Nobody except me taking picture of the food. I was just so I wanted to really almost move there because, how life is changed after the cell phone, internet. But they just to keep the old tradition, the younger people, millennials, they talk to each other. They're having fun, laughing, but not too loud, Like in US, it was more like socializing and no yelling, just having fun. And sometimes you see at the cafe that chairs are facing outside, So you can really tell that they really love outdoors. So one time when it was really hot, I asked for a cooler place in the back. The garçon is a server. He was so surprised. You mean inside? I'm like, yes, somewhere that's cooler, because they just adore outdoor, So yeah, I really liked Paris just because it was more traditional, almost kind of went to, I don't know, 50s or 60s in US. I'm not sure how it was, but I just realized how much they enjoy company each other, and eating food together. There are smokers though, so if you don't like smoke, but they are very discreet. So some girls are smoking, cafe or the bar, but they always keep the cigarettes under the table, so they are not blowing to your face, So that was kind of cute. What else? So for me, it didn't really bother me. I thought smoking is going to bother me, but it didn't, because I was staying outside all the time. What else I can tell you, the experience? I think I love it, July, because even though you're going to see many, many travelers from the world, there are still local people. So the people that I saw and at night, there are like local people, and especially business, people, like they just got done from work and they're having fun. It's almost looked like every single day. It wasn't just a Friday night or Saturday night. It's like every single day they go to the favorite place, like our friends, TV program Friends, and they get together and talk and enjoy their company. Also, I remember one day in the park, I'm not sure if it's a Friday, outdoor dancing, they are doing the salsa dancing with a live band. That was amazing. It was very multicultural in France. Until you go there, you don't know, but it's probably more like New York, I'd say. I've been to New York too, but it's so beautiful to see that the people enjoy. It's not like they dressed up, but they just enjoy the live music, and they start dancing, and casually boys inviting girls to dance with them, and it's not like at the bar. So it was really, I was just so impressed of French culture and how beautiful it was. And I was able to go to the secret mall, which is a mall that not too many people know. So it was really closer to where I stayed. My friend and I stayed. So I was able to reserve this place in central of Paris. And you know that you have to be careful because some of the places is in a dangerous place. So my friend was able to assist for me before I reserved the place. But it was awesome because every morning we had a croissant, fresh croissant, because their culture, they don't believe in second day croissant or bread, pan. They don't do that. So, I had a great espresso every day and hot meal, so that was included. So probably I should make another video about how to find affordable place to stay. I stayed for 1 week, 7 days, and with included, the breakfast was included, and sometimes I just pack some of the breakfast to go, so I can save some money and then walk around the Paris. But anyway, my chatting is getting too long, so I hope you enjoyed my conversation in my fireplace. Yes, and I'm gonna make more video for you and kind of relaxing. I was told that my voice is relaxing, and I have another side which is very active, but I love to be relaxing and watching the fire. So without the music today, and I hope I told you all my highlights. Or if you go to Paris, you had to go to the cruise. Okay, so Seine River cruise. Once again, you can book it from US. I don't know how much I paid, but it was awesome. Like I don't know, 3-course dinner on the boat, and then going around the Seine River, and that was amazing, and that's what I want to do too. So I think what I would recommend for people when they go to Paris is make sure you reserve private, like a chauffeur, which wasn't that expensive compared to taking the taxi, cab, or train, because it was direct. The person was waiting for me at the airport, Paris airport, and then he helped me carrying the luggage from the airport to my hotel. So that was super easy. You can use the app to reserve that. That's for sure. I'm gonna recommend. And then Seine River cruise with a dinner cruise, I say. So then What else I can say? Oh, you have to be the style, the castle. I've been there before, so that was amazing. And some museums. I didn't get to go to Louvre, but I wanted to spend more time in a local museum that my favorite famous painter, like Monet, was exhibited there. So next time, probably I'm going to show you French cooking book that I purchased from museum. Also, black and white cool photo magazine from Paris too. So until then, bonsoir, and I hope you enjoyed my video. Please like the video if you liked it, and subscribe if you haven't. Okay, so bonsoir, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.